Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and South Beer Reviews. We've got another mountain culture. It's a rebrew. Their fabulous cult juice. And this is in the original. I think it was the first time they brewed it. That's the can artwork for it. They've rebrewed this for their 5th birthday recently. And I've done, a few of the other beers that they re-released. This is the last out of them. 6.2%, and New England IPA. So let's get it. I've just knocked off work. Thought I'll have one beer and then I'm going to bed. How are we, Bumpy? Good to see you, brother. Got my hashtag proper glassware. This is my little delicate, slightly feminine mountain culture glass. It's pretty cool. I use it mainly for sours, but I thought I'm going to mix it up today. I'll go something a little different. So hope you're well, Bumpy. You and John had a few beers, I see. See, I can't remember with this one what hops it had in it. It doesn't say on the back of the can. Little juicy number. So, sort of that in between like yellow and orange. Quite like bright, vibrant sort of look. One finger head. Looks very soft. Carbonation, very light. I would say medium body. But looks pretty cool in the glass. Cheers, Jimmy. Good to see you, brother. Let's go a little whiff, shall we? Hello to Angus. Hello again. So white bready backbone. It's got a fair bit of sweetness. I wouldn't be surprised if it's got Galaxy. It's got that like passion fruit melon thing going on. Cheers, Adam. Hope you're all well. Ooh, that sounds good, Jimmy. Cool, dude. Yeah, that barrel aged one I had yesterday was nice. So I reckon there's a touch of mango on this one as well. I just get like fresh white bread and like tropical fruit. Smells like there's no bitterness whatsoever. And meant to be another hot one today. Obviously it's only not even 7 a.m. yet. I've just finished night shift, and yesterday was quite nice. I sat outside in the sun with the dogs for a few hours. So going to do the same again today. I'm going to aim for about 6 hours sleep this morning and get up sort of early afternoon. Neptune, is that the name of the brewery? Cool. Yeah, Nectaron's quite popular at the moment. Nectaron, Peacherine. It's another popular. There's a few of them. Yeah, someone was saying that yesterday. Might have been Harry. There's been a bit of snow in the UK. Oh yeah, cool. So a Mersey brewery. Cool, dude. I love the fact that they've called it's a re-release. It's been around for ages, but with the brewery being called Mountain Culture, and they've called it Cult Juice. It's pretty cool. On the back it says, an intoxicating blend of juicy hops with a soft body. It might brainwash you into selling everything you own, growing a ponytail, and starting a drumming circle just for another can. I'm getting it. I reckon there's a touch of peach there as well, like your sweet white peach. But yeah, not really getting much citrus fruit. This will be my breakfast juice before I hit the hay. Yeah, that photo you had, Jimmy, on Facebook was awesome. A really cool photo, dude. I seen it when I was at work. Yeah, cool. I wish I had a brewery within walking distance. Like, even if their beers were just okay and it was an okay venue, just somewhere to go, like a local hangout. All we have is shitty pubs in our town and they're just rubbish. Like, you go in there and you pay like $15 for a pint of fucking Carlton draft. It's ridiculous. Anyway, time to drink. A little nightcap for Sammy, even though it's morning. Cheers. Ooh, very soft and pillowy. I'm getting a bit of dried grass. Passion fruit's definitely prominent, and melon. I definitely think it has galaxy. It's always interesting having a beer in the morning, just like with the fresh palate. Well, I don't know if I can say a fresh palate because I've been awake all night. So I've certainly had coffee and can of Coke and random shit throughout the night at work. So it's not really a fresh palate, is it? Yeah, I could imagine. Narrow, windy little fuckers. Probably got no drainage. Yeah. Yes. I like the brutality. Some people would have been insulted by that, but I like it. Bring it on. So yeah, I think this week I've probably averaged about 3 hours sleeps. It's been really good. The joys of my life. Cheers, Ghost. Let's continue the theme of the four-letter words. Brutal. With the passion fruit, you're getting like a slightly tart edge. One of the houses I used to live in my hometown, I lived there with a couple of mates, and there was like a passion fruit plant on one of the neighbours, like sort of boundaries, and it used to like grow over into our yard. And yeah, I just every time I sort of pick up that passion fruit note in a beer, that's what it reminds me of. Be just sitting on the back deck and there's like passion fruit hanging just behind your head. But yeah, very, very soft mouthfeel. I'd still say medium body, but it's probably like low end medium. It's quite the crusher, this beer. So what was it? 6.2? Yeah, that's sort of your introductory IPA, isn't it? This would be the sort of beer, I reckon, if you, I don't know, wanted to show your lady what an IPA is all about, like a hazy IPA, it'd be a good introductory beer. And it's certainly of like good quality as well. But yeah, getting like passion fruit, melon, pineapple, peach, grassy, bready, soft. Oh, it's quite delightful. Good God. Don't get me started on that guy. How are you, Wilco? Good to see you, brother. Cheers, Skeeter. Creature Comforts. We have a brewery here locally called Little Creatures. Some of the UK boys have probably tried some of their stuff. Back in the day, the old Little Creatures Pale Ale used to be quite the beer. Good to hear. I've just knocked off nights. One more night, and then it's the weekend. Um, yeah, I don't really have any plans this weekend. Just gonna chill at home. To be honest, I don't know, I'm really feeling it lately. Feeling tired mentally and physically. I'm getting old. Hmm. I'm gonna have some time off soon, so it'll be very, very helpful. Unfortunately, Christmas we only get about 3 or 4 days off. But yeah, I need to. One thing I need to do is update my passport. Start organising a little trip. I've got a week and a half off starting halfway through next week. It's more just R&R. Like we've got a slow week at work and we've had the option to take some time off and I've got a shitload owing, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to take some time off. I might go down the city maybe once or twice. Maybe go to the beach with the dogs, that sort of thing. But I've got some shit to do around the house. Yeah, and I really just want to relax. I'd love to just have, I don't know, a couple of days where I just sit at home in the sun in the backyard and crack a few beers and not have to go anywhere. It'd be cool. I think we're all entitled to that at some stage in our life. Um, but yeah, as far as like going away and that goes, I've been thinking about going to New Zealand for a while. Like, yeah, I'd love to go to Wellington. It's like a really cool beer city. Good, like it's scenic as well. Good food. Um, I really want to go there for Beer Barn or a festival, but yeah, whether I go there for that or just go there for like a spontaneous trip. Yeah, I've still got to update my passport. It expired a few years ago. But yeah, ultimately, I'd love to go to like the US and the UK, to be honest, but I just feel like that's not an option until, unfortunately, my dogs probably pass away, or one of them at least, because he's at that stage now. Yeah, Ivana would be awesome, dude. Cool. It's good that you're getting into your craft beers, dude. It's good to see. I'm coming to Finland. That'd be epic. Yeah. Yeah, everyone at our, like in our company, everyone that's experienced and's been doing the rotating shift, like for the last few years, is just absolutely fucked. Like mentally and physically, you can just tell like people are just getting so sick of it. Because it never used to be the case. You'd do it for 2/3 of the year, and then you'd just go back to working on days, and you it give you a bit of time to recover and start getting back to normality and sleeping good again. But when you're doing it all year round, non-stop, it's like you're just shaving years off your life. Like I can't even remember the last time I had a decent sleep. I tried to sleep today, or yesterday, shall I say. Tried to sleep yesterday. I probably was lucky to get 2 or 3 hours. It didn't help because it was quite warm as well. Yeah, it'd be unreal. I'd love to go over there for like maybe I don't know, about 4 days, 5 days maybe. Do the festival for 2 days, do like the local beer scene for a day or so, and then do a bit of sightseeing. It looks like a really good place, Wellington. Sort of reminds me a bit of like Tasmania. Yeah, where I'm in a company where like I don't know, it's like a lot of the middle management and people that it's a very like it's a typical small town company where you've got a lot of family members work for the company and everyone sort of looks out for each other. Like they looks out for their own, and then people like me that don't have any ties with anyone else get fucked over. So yeah, not as far as Christmas and all that shit goes, I've had to work it every year for so long. I mean, Christmas I don't really give a fuck about anyway, just with like family issues and stuff. But it would be nice to have the time off. It's pretty depressing when like you see everyone out and about doing shit and not working, and you're just slugging it out every year. Normally I used to like I've done a few trips. I did a week in Sydney and a week in Brisbane. Well, not quite a week, probably 5 days at each. And normally I'd take them to like a boarding kennel, but it's so expensive, so I just can't be fucked. And that like it's all right if you're doing it for that amount of time, but if I was to go overseas, I want to do it properly and go for like a month or so. And to put two dogs in a boarding kennel for a month, you're going to be up for like thousands of dollars. It's not worth it. Yeah, I don't really have anyone that can just like look after them. But the main thing is because Angus is old and frail, and I feel like he doesn't have that long to go. I don't want to leave him like in that situation because I feel like if I took off and went on a big trip and put him in a kennel and he was like I don't know, he'd have that separation anxiety and it'd probably end up fucking passing away when I'm not around. And yeah, like with all the issues I've got with family and shit, like my dogs mean more to me than most humans do. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be away from something like that happening. Cheers, brother. Good to see you. You're on to another brew, I see. I've got to catch up on some more of your videos, dude. Yeah. One of the main things that fucking ticks me off about my company is like people like me, where we're the ones that I don't know, we're the ones that keep the wheels turning, and like if it wasn't for us, the place would be a shithole. And like you get all these like lazy fucks that you wouldn't even notice if they didn't turn up, but then they're the ones that will get recognized for stuff, and it really like infuriates me. Um, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I always think like I'm that type of person that keeps the world spinning, like the wheels turning, and because I've always worked hard and like I'm intelligent, and I don't know, I feel like I'm a good leader and stuff and good at training people, but there's just so many people out there, they just do the fucking bare minimum, and all of a sudden they get rewarded for some minor little thing, and I'm like in the background thinking like, what the fuck? Like, it's just such a cruel world. And I feel like as the generations go on, they get more and more selfish and like more and more lazy. 4.7, not quite. It will be a good beer, but not quite up to that level. But cheers anyway, Stewie. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah. Yeah, my dog's like one of my best mates, sort of thing, or like my son. Or my two dogs are, but Angus has always meant a lot to me because yeah, he's sort of been there through thick and thin, and yeah, he's like my first sort of proper dog that like I owned, not like a family owned dog, and he's like also the pup of like one of my best mates like dogs, and yeah, like just it's going to be fucking hard when he goes, to be honest. I don't know how I'll handle. But yeah, it's going to be tough too on his little brother because he's like always been around. Oh yeah, yeah, that's cool. Because I reckon there's been quite a few where you've had to work, haven't you? And now it's sort of gone the other way around. See, because I don't have people to, yeah, sort of celebrate Christmas with, and it's pretty grim. I would rather work, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I'd love to have it off and be able to travel and that, but I'm always one of those people that's thinking more of others than myself. So I would rather someone that's got little kids have the time off and enjoy their Christmas and like embrace it and that. And I'm happy to work for them because it doesn't really affect me, sort of thing, if you get what I mean. Yeah. Angus is my middle name. Yeah. Well, the reason he's named Angus is one, when I was a kid, um, one of our neighbours had a gold Labrador named Angus, and I just had a massive fascination with that dog. Like even though it was a neighbour's dog, it was sort of like my dog, and I think I just always had this thing where when I grow up, I want to get a gold Labrador and call it Angus, just from hanging with that dog. And then obviously being an ACDC fan and loving Angus Young, it's like it's a good name. Yeah. So it's Angus and Jack. And Jack's named after like my favourite Aussie footballer. Yeah. Uh, Dogs are life. Hashtag. That's what I normally put. No need for a photo of this one since I've drank it a few times before. Look at that head. Ooh. Cheers, Levi. Good to see you, brother. Early morning here, dude. It's 7:15 in the morning. Yeah, that's what I normally write. But yeah, good beer. Back to the beer. That's what's and yeah, like as I've said many times, like jumping on here and just talking about random shit, whether it be like banter or positive stuff, even negative, like yeah, it's good, it's real. And like most people that are in the chat are like mates, like I consider good mates. You got to be there to look out for each other. Times can be tough. But yeah, I've always been pretty headstrong and I don't really get down in the dumps. There'll be times where things annoy me and I'll get angry and stuff, but I'm pretty thick skinned and yeah, seem to be able to sort of just push on, keep the wheels spinning, as they say. I think too, when you wear your heart on your sleeve like I do, like people know what mood I'm in. So yeah, if I'm sort of down in the dumps or whatever, like people would know, and it's like I talk about shit with people. I'm not afraid to, yeah, like show sort of emotions and stuff. I think that helps instead of bottling it up. Cheers, Dave. Good to see you, mate. One thing I find that's pretty cool. The stream I did yesterday was like way later than this. So everyone there was like US, whereas today most are like UK. It's pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. You're always positive too, which is cool. I always remember like, yeah, when you've like come into chats, like say miscellaneous or whatever, and yeah, Drew and Josh are always like, "Oh, Levi's cool. He's always real positive." Yeah, and that's what I try to be like that too. See, as I said, like with work and stuff, like people around me, I've always, even though like shit's gone down with my family, I've learnt a lot of good values growing up through my parents, and I've always considered myself very, I don't know, like loyal and caring, and I think about people more than what I think about myself. Like I would rather make sure that people around me are sort of having a good time or like are doing well or whatever than myself. Like, but yeah, I've found like a lot of the young ones these days they're the complete opposite. They just don't give a fuck about anyone around them. It's just all about them. Yeah, it's a good expression, the old heart on the sleeve. Like I like when you meet people and you see the different sides of their personality. It's good when I don't know, like say you'll start working with someone and they're new and they're all happy and you're talking about random shit, but then something might go wrong and you see them sort of go, oh, for fuck's sake, like get angry and like it's real. Like I like seeing people show their emotions. I can't stand when someone's the same all the time and it's almost like they're putting on an act. Like there's some people in our workplace, I've never seen them get mad. And it's like, how are you like that? Like, I mean, there are some people that probably do have very like comfortable lives and not much worries them, but surely there's some shit that like gets them down or makes their emotions slightly change. Like I just don't understand how people could be like the same all the time. Or even like be more happier than usual. Like, yeah, different shades of colours. It's empty. Damn it. Yeah. Like sometimes I might talk about work stuff on here, but I don't like elaborate too much. It'd just be like, I don't know, like, yeah, like I had a rubbish day at work and this beer's going to hit the spot because of it and just stuff like that. But I won't go into like full details. And yeah, obviously, say if you were in a relationship and you're blueing with your partner, you don't really want to go to work and talk about that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's good to sort of separate them. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, too, some people that you work with are like your best friends, so you're always going to be talking about certain things. So is anyone else having a beer? There's been a few beers mentioned. I could easily crack on more, but it's all about getting some decent shut eye and maybe having a few later in the day when it's nice weather. I really need to get myself a hammock or something. Now that it's getting real nice, it'd be unreal just laying in a hammock. I've got plenty of big trees out in the backyard. Yeah, it's pretty cool little glass, this one. Apparently quite rare. They only made a select few. Sammy was able to acquire one. It actually goes well with my hat. Cool. I don't know what it looks like or whether it's decent quality, but the sound is good. Can't go wrong with a good Marzen or Mertzen or however the fuck you want to pronounce it. Do Levi and Stewie, do you guys know each other or is this just first time meeting sort of thing? Both good fellas. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. I don't know what you'd call this style. What's a tulip glass? This isn't a tulip, is it? I'm not sure. Most of them have specific names, but yeah, it's like there's so many I can't keep up with it. But yeah, as far as the score goes, it'd be around that sort of 4.4 mark. Very good, sort of really good quality, like low end IPA, hazy. And yeah, as I said, like quite crushable, soft and pillowy. The sort of hazy you'd love to give to someone that's just getting into them, sort of thing. But yeah, like the notes, I got like a white bready backbone. Passion fruit's probably the main fruit you're getting, and melon and peach. And yeah, it's got some sweetness, but it's not too much. And then yeah, very little bitterness. Quite delightful, to be honest. And yeah, I think 4.4 is pretty decent score. It was 6.2%. Yeah, cool. I just love all the different peeps in the community sort of hanging out. And yeah, to you American folk, um, if you're still sort of going in like, I don't know, 5, 6 hours time, because it's still early over there, I might be up and about. That was my aim, to sort of get about a 5, 6 hours sleep and get some shit done, have a feed, and maybe crack a beer or two in the sun. One more night of work. Come on. So yeah, I might wrap it up there. I'm going to try and get a decent sleep. And yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in and listening to my carry on. I definitely appreciate everyone hanging out. And I'm trying to think what I'm going to have on the weekend. I might do Sierra Nevada's Optimum. I've also got a Bacchus gingerbread stout. Oh, sorry, a gingerbread barley wine. So I might do that on the weekend. Um, Apart from that, yeah, I don't really have a lot in the fridge at the moment. I've sort of cleared out a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'm waiting on a couple more deliveries, and then yeah, Christmas Advent boxes are going to be nuts. Starting in yeah, just over a week. Can't believe it's nearly December. This year's flown. And hello, Vanessa. I'm just wrapping it up, mate. About to head off, but yeah, it's been a pretty cool little stream. Good to see you, mate. Humana, humana. Cheers, Dave. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, I have had it before, dude. I've probably had the last 3 or 4 years of it. I have had this year's edition on tap. Actually, no, it wasn't on tap. It was in bottle, but it was fresh. Whereas the one I've got's yeah, a couple of months old. But I feel like Optimum holds on for, you could have it 8, 9 months time and it still drinks really well. So yeah, I've got a bottle of it. I was going to review it with Craig, but yeah, he sort of missed the boat with it. Probably left it a bit late. If anyone else is out there watching this and they can get Optimum in the next few days, yell out and do a review together. But yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in. Time for Sammy to get some sleep. So yeah, no doubt you'll see me over see me No doubt you will see me over the weekend with some more reviews and maybe a live hangout or so. Cheers. We'll see you again soon.